I'm Mary Beth Johnson. I'm a chef de cuisine and executive pastry chef. Today we are working on caramelized onion crostini. And we're going to start with sweet onions, about 2½ cups of sweet onions. I'm cooking for a crowd, so that's what it's going to take. Some olive oil, a garlic clove that we're going to use to rub the French bread with, a baguette, okay, the French bread, and pastry brush, and then some seasonings, Italian seasoning, and then some basil. A little bit of olive oil in a hot pan on the stove, okay? I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there, and actually the onions are going to soak up some of the oil. So once that gets hot, then you want to put your onions in to saute. Now I slice these pretty thin. It's up to you. You can chop them if you want, but for me, I prefer it so that it kind of, when you go to put it on the crusty toast, it just piles up and it just soaks into the bread and makes it taste really, really good. What you want to add with the onions is Italian seasoning and basil, and you can use fresh or you can use dried. I decided to use dried because simply trying to get it all the colors, I didn't want any of the colors to leach out. Then of course, salt and pepper. We're going to mix these onions and let them slowly cook over the flame. That way to caramelize them, get them brown, get them sweet. We've got our bread and we're going to slice it thin. All right, and it depends on how many people you're cooking for, but what I do is I take a whole garlic clove, okay? And the trick is to rub it over the bread to give it a scent of garlic. Nobody likes to bite straight into garlic, you know, on bread. So we're just going to scent the bread with some garlic, and you want to do every one of them, okay, that you're going to put the onions on. And then you want to take the olive oil and you just want to brush a little bit of olive oil on top, like that. Then while the onions are cooking, we're going to take the bread and we're going to toast it in the oven. Just be careful not to burn it. And while the bread is toasting, stir your onions because you don't want them to burn. Very, very important. So our onions are finished, and see, look how beautiful they are. They're nice and caramelized. The bread is already toasted, and I want to just pile it high onto the bread, just like this. So this is how to make caramelized onion crostini. Enjoy.